for a future bathroom?
Yep.
So
Future
you've
bathroom.
got, how's this laid out though?
The same as yours, corner house, he said.
That's your vent, this is your shower, this is your toilet, this would be your sink, I guess, right? Here, so he'll just loop it over, I guess.
Yeah, he left like, it's like a little hallway and then.
Yeah.
Positioned them so they didn't take much room.
Yep. And then where's your furnace? Oh, you're gonna do split systems.
Yeah.
So you won't have a furnace down here, cause it'll be a split system with the head units at the back. And then after the set, Isaac came in and built these basement stairs and these walls. So you included this additional wall. What are you thinking about doing in this space?
To be determined.
To be determined, but you wanted this wall here and then a door here. So this could be open and it could
No,
be
I was
closed.
surprised.
Oh, really? You didn't ask for it? Do you like it or not like it?
I
You
mean,
take it out if you want.
I,
That must have been what's on the plan.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
The only thing that kind of was a question, cause the electrician had to put this in, he said he should have left the drywall off the outside. And just drywall on the inside.
Yeah, he didn't need to drywall here, because it's an unfinished basement. He didn't need to do that, so he did it. Yeah, this just in here for your certificate of occupancy. In the inside of your basement stairwell needs to be drywalled with a handrail, because otherwise you would have a fall hazard. You can't have any more than 4 inches. And so I would just let him know here on this handrail, he's got to return this back in. Oh, you did the handrail. Okay. It's a good handrail. It's really nice. He'll tell you. The inspector will tell you though. It's got to be returned in. That's a fun.
I saw that and I'm like, my house doesn't have that.
It's the
But
age.
mine's old.
Right, it's the age. It's the big code or whatever. Oh, tankless water heater. So Moser Plumbing can put this in?
Hmm?
Moser did the plumbing? Did the napkin? And, sump pump. My sump pump has been going in my house, and, what I got from online was a little contraption, which I tie wrapped here, and then it goes down here, and it has a little water sensor on the end of it, and I just tie wrapped it to here. And the sump pump stopped working, and so the water came up, and then I got a notification on my phone
Yeah.
that I'm about to flood.
Mm-hmm.
That was really nice. Actually, I thought it was malfunctioning. I'm like, why is this giving me a notification? My house be flooding. Dismiss. Oh, I better go check. And then you go and
Yeah,
check,
that's a
and
good idea.
first thing is you always think, oh, that's probably a technology glitch. It's good to know that it works well. So this will go out to your drain leader out to the street, right? You have the drain leaders out to the street.
Yeah, I don't think he installed it all yet.
So we're on a city lot, and when you're on a city lot, the town really enforces water management quite seriously. And so your rainwater downspout and your sump pump outlet needs to get collected into a drainage conductor, which goes out to a sewer, storm sewer. And that just takes the rainwater out from your property rather than it just spilling onto your neighbor. If you're in the country and you're on most of the projects we do are out in the country, and you can just, the standard is you just elbow the gutter, and based on the grading of your lot, the water is just going to flow away from your house anyway. Same for the sump. But if you're on a hill, a lot of people are building near a lake with a hill down to the lake, or if you're in a ski area, you're on a hill. We do a lot of those projects. It's the same idea with the drainage conductor. You just basically take it out to a low point and it'll go down the hill. So the idea is to take the water away from your house.
Right.
If you didn't have these superior walls that are pre-studded,
Yeah, and you're gonna
you have
finish
your
it.
blanket and then you have to stud out. You lose all at 10 inches.
Yeah, for
on
sure.
the perimeter. I mean, that's real square footage on a smaller home.
Absolutely.
But to be able to go right on the studs with your drywall, I mean, that's, think about it, this year 15 wide, you're down to 13 otherwise,
Very easily,
basically,
yeah.
right?
Yep. Yeah.
Upstairs?
Let's go upstairs.
So is this the 1400?
It's 1100.
1100?
Yeah.
Big for 1100. So you're 550 per square feet. So what's the length of the house? You're 15 by what?
35.
15 by 35? It's great. A lot of daylight, a lot of big windows.
For sure.
Half bath, dining room, kitchen, living room. Upstairs is 2 bedrooms. with
Another
bathroom.
bath, yeah.
You
And
have a
the
little
laundry,
office?
the laundry's.
No laundry. So 2 big windows, and then you have a
French
patio
doors.
French door, not too bad. And they're doing the siding today. And then your half bath with a pocket door, 8-foot ceilings. And then this is the Fabuwood
Timber, I think it is, right?
timber.
Yeah,
Is it right?
timber, yeah.
I like that color.
Everything's soft close, everything's plywood construction. And then the countertops will be done on site. Dishwasher, sink,
Thank you. That's this.
range, micro hood. GFIs. Some people ask, why aren't all of the GFIs with the reset button? And they think, well, this isn't a GFI, but it's a linked circuit, so you can see that they have a sticker now. Typically they come with. So they all are GFI protected in the kitchen, but not all of them have a reset button. Only some of them do. And then paddle switches, and then you did the Craftsman style, and we've got 4 different Craftsman style profiles. We did the one, which is my favorite. It's with the sort of 1/4 inch overlay. Fine.
Like these windows on the side. This is nice, right? Extra windows in here. It's nice.
So these 2 boxes are stacked on top of each other. So a lot of people ask, where is the stitching and seaming? So all of the flooring is done in both boxes. All the kitchen, the cabinets and vanities and toilets, everything is done. The basement stairs need to be built on site because that's below the module. These stairs are in, but this is where it seams here, right? It is between the 2 boxes.
Yep, right here.
So here's the rim joist of the top of the first box, and here's the perimeter band of the bottom of the second box. Say that 5 times fast.
No, I'm not doing that.
We're upstairs. So this will be a railing.
Mhm.
Okay. That's your stand-up laundry, stacked.
Stacked laundry.
2-panel solid core doors.
Yeah, that solid
Great.
core feels great.
Oh, here's your attic.
Yes.
Let's go up there. Bedroom. Linen closet.
You already got a setup in here.
Linen closet. John,
Yeah.
laundry, linen closet, same
Linen.
as corner house.
Yep.
And then bathroom, Jack and Jill.
I like that idea.
Jack and Jill.
That was a good idea. So the toilet's all plumbed, but it's in
Nice set.
it's in the box. Why the billiard balls? Why is that a thing in the advertising? See how many billiard balls you can flush down the toilet. So that means that they've tested that. That's what that means. You realize that, right? Somebody in marketing said,
There's
let's
no-
test it. Let's see how many we can
We
flush.
should test that. Mr. Beast, test that. Or who is it? Awesome. Who is it? Dude Awesome?
Yeah.
Someone's got to test that. So this is the 2 vanities, and then a drawer stack,
Mhm.
mirrors, ready for your vanity.
So
this
how
is
is
the transom? This is a good thing to show because so we do transoms, but then you can also do a crank out transom. This could be smaller, bigger, whatever, but this is obviously nice at this size because you can,
Sun is out.
no one's gonna look at you
Yeah.
when you're changing,
Right.
because it's a vertical viewpoint, and you can open it and it cranks out this way so that if it's raining, the water won't come in.
Right.
That's nice.
Now, how is the second floor bathroom plumbed upon arrival? Because the first floor kitchen,
you got your
sink.
drains. You got your drains.
Yep.
You got your drains and
Yep.
your supplies. And then, so all the bathrooms are rough plumbed on the top box, collected to a opening in the ceiling, which needs to get connected by your on-site plumber, and then you need a piece in that piece of drywall. So the stitching and seaming on this house, a 2-box, 2-story, is in the stairwell,
Yeah.
and then that plumbing cut
Yeah.
on the ceiling of the first floor.
That's not much.
Pocket door, windows, another
nice.
pocket door, and then these are bifold. Some separate closets. And then a lot of times if you're gonna do some kind of fixture in the middle, we'll just do the J block. Because you can do, that's kind of a fun thing for homeowners to do is the
Yeah.
fixtures, because you can, I mean, really, there's so many you can choose from. That's just easier to omit it, or rough it in, and put it in. You can do ceiling light, fixture, you can, this one has the 2 switches, so light, fan, but you really don't need to, and it's a 3
No, most fans have the remote anyway, so yeah.
Most fans have the remote. Can we go upstairs in the attic? Have you been up?
Let's do it.
Have you been up today?
Look at all this space up here.
So many activities you can do up here.
Could take naps up here.
Well,
Could,
as I told you can do actually a fair amount of storage with those plastic bins and things and Christmas
Oh, yeah,
trees and
absolutely.
whatever else.
Yeah.
And if you're my kids, 5-year-old kids, they'd come up here and have a field day.
This is somebody's bedroom up here if you're
So
fine.
this is a hinge roof, mono roof. So you can see there's a hinge way over by the vented soffit. You can see daylight because you want air to come through there because it's a vented soffit. You want air to come up and out through
Out through.
these ends. Those are the gable pieces. So you hinge the roof up. The gable ends go on the side, and this swings out. So actually, this roof.
You can see right here.
Yeah, this gable ships flat underneath, and this roof ships flat, and then you pick it up, hinge it out, that goes in, and then you just put the 2 end pieces in on site. So some people say, well, I want plywood on the roof deck. You can do that, but you really don't need to. A lot of people think that plywood gained a lot of popularity because of the water saturation with stick building. But everything is dry and built off-site. This has never had water on it. Even still, you can have water on this for 30 days. I think it's a 30-day saturation before it starts to swell. So having some rain on it, it's not a big deal, but that's kind of the idea behind plywood. But cool. So this is a 412 with a pull-down staircase, and in so doing, then we put the decking up here. Otherwise, you would just have ceiling joists with loose, with insulation between the joists. So you have insulation below this decking, but it's really nice and clean. Should do this more often. This is pretty nice.
What about these spaces here on the ends here? Where you got the pick point where they picked it up, you see the hole in there, and then that corner there.
Yeah, it's not a structural issue or anything like that.
Right.
And then everything gets sealed with Tyvek and sided over. In fact, the gables actually are not structural at all. You can see that the framing on it, if you look, the framing on it it's not holding the roof up. The load points are from side to side.
Yeah.
On the two sides. Some people say, I don't like that, I want 2x4s in there. You can do that. I mean, it's not, it's not a problem. to do that, but it's actually not, you know, it's not needed. The OSB seals it up on the outside, and then you have Tyvek, and then you have siding.
And then what about insulation on the ceiling or the roof here upstairs?
Well, the insulation's on the ceiling, on the
Right.
flat part of the ceiling, so
Yes,
this is
it's
an
down there.
uninsulated attic. And there'd be really no point to insulate it.
Right.
You know, the good airflow coming up through is good for the roof. There'd be no point in insulating it because your insulation envelope is below it. So even though if it's insulated, it wouldn't be warm because you don't have a heat source up here.
Right.
Right? So that's like insulating a garage with no heat source. You can,
Right.
but it's just an insulated cold space.
Right. Right.
So, but yeah. All right.
I like this up here. This is
My
nice.
legs hurt.
This is a new hangout.
Are you gonna be living in my attic?
Yeah, I am. I'm just gonna stay.
you'll close.
Did you get this plumbed up here, Donna? Is this plumbed for?